Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. This is it. 19. 50. On the yard. On the yard. Alert. Nope. Mike's 50. Drop deep.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Back's mine. 51 to Mike. That's right.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Safe. Grace don't travel.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
44, Mike, 44.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Hey, 55. You.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Out. 61. Matchbox, right. Attack. Charlie. Right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check. You. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Hey, let's get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Delta. 54. 22 jet bomber. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Quick dash. Come.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, G. 57 colors. Attack! Bravo! Mike's by 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he finds Daniels. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
66. Bullet high. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Check 3. Whip. Drop. Check 31. Check 34.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Watch safety. Come down. Safety's creeping. Hatchet. He's mine. In the car.
Watson, off play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert. 44 is the mark. 44 is 59. Big stop. Big stop. Let's go. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, 31. 44.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good set. Check, check. Watch the run.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, this is Geis. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 31!
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On the ground, it's Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, all even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
That's it, baby. We're going to run.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Shift your team. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Ringo.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Yellow. Under 10. 10. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's a baby shot. Hey, 57.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, and that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check. Hey, pick you up. 44 is to Mike. Watch the flag.
the gun. Watson steps away to his left. Going up top for Miller. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Mike's by 4. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. '54 is Mike. 54. Hey, 15. 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yellow. 54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Who do you want? Who do you want? Who do you want?
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Thompson. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Check it backer, check it backer. Hey, 43, 15. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Tackles. 54.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Come to my work. We want easy. Slap. Yellow. Orbit.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. From 19 yards away, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 13. Slam. Check out. Slow. No. 44.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
44. I'm scared. Bump off the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 9. 31.
Out of the gun, Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Watson operating from the gun. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Yellow. I got you. I got you, son. Hey, rip left. Switch. Fight on these two.
Scene 6.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Now here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Both to Mike. Thanks. 44, let's go.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run with Geis. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 15. Alert. Time to go.
Now we'll run with Geis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. He's got daylight. The 30. The 20. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Check nickel.
Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go. Bobo's to Mike. Mike's Bobo. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Get the boys down, he's coming. 44, boom. Check. All day, baby.
Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, watch the slant. Kill. 29. Bobo's to Mike. Mike's Bobo.
Watson now to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Let's go.
The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely